So now that Unchained is slowly but surely becoming the new hottest deck out there, people are actually forgetting about Kashtira. Well, maybe not, but they were definitely respecting it less than they used to. People have been dropping the deck for a few reasons. First of all, because the ban list is inevitable and it's for sure that they're going to be getting banned. And second, maybe because people are getting bored of Kashtira and want to play something a little more fun. Because, you know, I mean, I get it, always doing the exact same thing every single time.
Special summon Unicorn, special summon Fenrir, use the effect search Rizard, special summon Rizard, special summon Shangri-Ras, use the effect of Rizard, banish 3, special summon Rizard.
You know, after doing that 700 times, I can kind of understand why it becomes a little boring. But I actually get bored of, you know, even playing that deck for 3 minutes. Yeah, it makes me want to vomit. But do you want to know what makes me not want to vomit? Seeing you smash the like and subscribe button. May God bless you, my child. Anyways, back to Kashtira. Is it the best deck to play despite what people are saying? Well, let me say this. People underestimating a deck is always a good thing for that deck. It just means that people are being more focused on other decks and actually maybe are side decking less against you. Like, for example, Book of Moon and Book of Eclipse are extremely good against Kashtira, but really bad against Unchained, and they're rejoicing over the fact that everybody's playing these cards. So because of that, Unchained is becoming better and better, and people are trying to play the deck, and the best way to beat the deck is by not playing these cards, which then makes Kashtira better because people are no longer playing the cards that beat Kashtira, but rather the cards that are being Unchained. Yeah, it's very confusing, but whatever, you get the point. Because you see, the cards that beat Unchained might not necessarily be the exact same that beat Kashtira. You know, like Skullmeister doesn't do anything against Kashtira, but it's not too bad against Unchained. Same thing with, you know, DD Crow and Bestials. I mean, there is really nothing to banish in the deck. But the fact of the matter is, a Rizard is still a pain in the ass to handle, and if your engine cannot deal with it, which is very difficult, you're gonna be really screwed. And also with less Kashtira being played this format, it actually makes Shifter way better. Because, you know, when the only thing you encounter are Kashtira mirror matches and you're playing Shifter and you keep drawing it, you're gonna be a little butthurt. And that actually might be a reason why a lot of people are choosing to side deck Shifter or just not play Shifter at all, even in Kashtira. But Shifter actually shits on Unchained because all their best cards really rely on the graveyard. By the way, still speaking of Unchained, they love getting their stuff destroyed. And they also don't really care about getting flipped face down or getting negated, but they definitely do mind about getting their cards banished. So again, Fenrir and a Rizard line up very well against the kind of plays that Unchained is trying to do. And again, now that Unchained have a huge target on their back, Kashtira can start siding heavy against them. And also, the cards that are good against Unchained going second are also pretty good in the Kashtira mirror match going second. It's stuff like Triple Tactic Talents, Mind Control, Change of Heart to the enemy controller. You were already playing these cards in Kashtira anyways, because you know, when you get to steal your opponent's Xyz monster and then make a Zeus on top, it's kinda nice. You still have to watch out about Griffin though, that card is really annoying. But yeah, with all of that said, the Unchained matchup really isn't that bad for Kashtira. As a matter of fact, you can even argue that it's actually favorable for Kashtira. I want to say it's actually the Unchained deck who actually has to be teched in to beat Kashtira, not the other way around. But the Purely matchup is still really rough for Kashtira because Expurely Noir is a huge pain to deal with. Although I'm gonna have to say that the Chimera branded matchup is probably free because when you go first and you make a Rizard, they kinda just scoop, and going second, Shifter is a huge pain in the ass for them. And again, usually rogue decks have a really tough time against Kashtira because only of a Rizard. But yeah, all of that to say that Kashtira can still be very much milled to one final time before it gets banned. Enjoy your last moments to play a really good deck that can abuse Shifter. Like seriously, you're winning 33% of the time without putting any effort into the game. Peak Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, also, I mean, if you're good at the game, you're not really going to be losing to Nibiru when you're playing Kashtira. Special Summon Unicorn Pass, there you go. That's how you play around hand shops. Can't get Veilered if you're not activating anything. And can't get nibbed if I'm not summoning a lot. And also, if people are using unfair board breakers against you, you can still use unfair floodgates. Yo, they want a Book of Eclipse you? All good in the hood, just play Summon Limit, bro. And then on the end phase, you get to draw a bunch of cards because they still didn't do anything. Yeah, that's what I call free real estate. So many options out there, the world is your oyster. I mean, not really, Kashtira is super lame. But it's unfortunately really good. And potentially still the best deck despite all the hype that Unchained currently has. Anyways, that's all I had for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.